After inauguration of the bullet train between Mumbai and Ahmedabad, Modi and Shinzo Abe have headed to Dandi Kutir in Ahmedabad and they are currently inside the museum. Dandi Kutir is India's largest and only museum built on the life and teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. It definitely represents Mahatma Gandhi's powerful idea. Let's go across to our national affairs editor, Srinjoy Chaudhary, to understand the importance of this visit.
India and Japan, number one, will decide on holding the date, a joint military exercise with counter-terrorism as the objective. And this is the first time India and Japan will be holding such an army-related exercise. As you know, there is already a naval exercise that Japan is a part of, and as is America, called Malabar. Also, robotics is the big thing that India and Japan are going to talk about. And robotics applications are there in the military sector, in the civilian sector. For instance, this business of clearing minefields is something that robots could be used, and it will save a lot of lives. As you all also know, that Arun Jaitley, who was then defense minister, is just back from Japan. And there, he and the Japanese and defense minister sat down with the entire Japanese industrial complex for major issues. Now, the Japanese have put everything on the table. They want to help in shipbuilding. They want to help in radars, composites, engine technology. Japanese industrial firms are now going to tie up with Indian firms after this meeting between Mr. Abe and Mr. Modi. Of course, the major thing is going to be China. And this, let's face it, comes right after Doklam. And the Japanese have just as many problems with the Chinese as India has. So this is a particularly important meeting. And the Japanese also are worried about one other thing, and at least they want some reassurance on this, because there's not much India can do apart from pledge support, and that is North Korea. And when this issue comes up in the meeting with Mr. Abe, Mr. Modi is likely to point out that, well, if the North Koreans have those missiles and nuclear weapons, it is really because the nuclear technology has been given to the North Koreans by Pakistan.